came to a roaring halt, but we will get to that later because we're about to enter one of my favorite spots on the river after the next bridge. Definitely one of the best photo opportunities on this river. This is Wolf Point. The area we're going to enter in a moment is called Wolf Point. It is the intersection of the three branches to our river, the main branch, the north branch, and the south branch, and where you'll be able to see nearly 360 degrees of some giant glass buildings. Starting over here on the left with the Nuveen building, this curvy green building here. The Nuveen building is another good example of contextualism because you'll notice that the curve in the building mimics a curve found here in the river. There is blue glass, which matches the blue of the sky on a clear day, turquoise glass matching the green of the river. So that is contextualism as well. You're trying to blend in with the natural context, in this case being our beautiful green curving river. And maybe you love 80s movies and you recognize that movie. That is where Ferris Bueller's dad works, right there in the Nuveen building. But jumping across the river, first of all, great L train passing over the Lake Street Bridge. Amazing Chicago image right there. We've got these giant glass buildings in front of us, on two sides of us, with interesting shapes, both from 2017. On the right, this building is called River Point. River Point is a new office building with the arches at the top. At the bottom, I do also like to call it the Hot Pocket. And then, in front of us, we have this giant glass building with a really narrow V-shaped base. Now, it has this base. First of all, it's called 150 North Riverside. It's just known by its address. It has this V-shaped base for two reasons. First of all, it's so that the building's caissons, basically the foundations of the building, that they're not interfering with the Metro and Amtrak trains that run underneath the ground by the side of the building. Number two, the city does have a rule nowadays for 30 feet to be left for a pathway for all these new buildings getting built on the river. They all need to leave space for pedestrian access. So that's how we end up with such a specific design here. Now the base of this building is 39 feet wide, pretty narrow, and it's quite tall. So we're gonna deal with swaying in the wind like a tree. So to bring down the sway in this building, inside the top of the tower,